Grover Norquist. I run Americans for Tax Reform, which is a national taxpayer group. I've done that for 25 years. And I have a series of other project lines. Americans for Tax Reform, we ask all candidates for federal and state office to sign a written pledge to their constituents that they will oppose and vote against any net tax increase. Tax reform, fine. You want to raise one tax, cut another one, create a new tax, get rid of an old one. Tax reform is fine as long as it's not a Trojan horse for a tax increase. And as a result, we have a majority of the members of the House of Representatives, almost half of the members of the Senate, 1,300 state legislators, 13 governors who've made that commitment, and it's been very helpful in stopping tax increases, both at the national level and the state level. And what you want is a state government that protects liberty, that says your house is your house and somebody can't steal it, and your car is your car and people can't break into it and steal your stuff. And if you write a book and print it, you have copyright on your book. And if you have a contract to buy a car, the guy who sold you the car can't come and take it back, so that people enforce contract and property rights and protect people's liberty so nobody can hit you on top of the head and walk away. And you want to keep the Canadians on their side of the border, so you have to have a national defense. But beyond that, when governments grow beyond that, as historically throughout history they tend to, they become abusive of liberty. And so you want a competent government doing those things that make people free, protect their freedom, and you want it to keep from growing. The Taxpayer Protection Pledge is a simple statement that a congressman, a senator, a state legislator, a governor, a president, candidate for that office, or an incumbent, signs. It says, I promise the voters of my state and the American people that I will vote against and oppose all efforts to raise net taxes. Very simple. 2 witnesses, dated, put up on the web, bajillion copies made and handed out. Press has them. Candidate has them, candidate supporters have them, candidates' critics have them. And what it's done is the pledge has made it possible since 1986 for candidates for office to credibly commit to voters, I won't raise your tax. So faith I worry about. I would like to see the government act in a way that people are confident that it will continue to act properly. We should never have faith that even the best run government will continue to do so. I mean, the whole point of the Constitution is you can't trust these guys. And by these guys, they didn't mean Bush and Obama. They wrote this back when we had George Washington and John Adams, and they said, don't trust those guys. As a matter of fact, the guys who wrote the Constitution said, don't trust us. Don't trust the government to run your life for you. Keep an eye.